These paleontologists in Utah end up finding a huge raptor claw. And at first I was like, well, this is giving me kind of huge Jurassic Park vibes. Today we are going to be talking about the book Raptor Red. It has a cool holographic cover and it's by Robert T. Baker. Right off the bat, this kind of gave me Jurassic Park vibes because these paleontologists in 1994 find a huge raptor claw that is abnormally big because most raptors are more the size of bigger chickens, not huge dinosaurs. So I thought we were going to be following the paleontologists through excavating and learning about this raptor, but it quickly switches into following the raptor's perspective. Before I go any farther, there will be spoilers for this book, so if you're someone into dinosaurs or just find this book interesting, click off the video now so you're not spoiled. Now, assuming anyone that didn't want spoilers is gone, let's get into this. Now, this book is about 250 pages, so it's on the shorter end of books that I normally read here lately. And it is a fiction adventure story. So if that's something that piques your interest, you can pick this up. Now, as I said, we start out, these paleontologists in Utah end up finding a huge raptor claw. And at first I was like, well, this is giving me kind of huge Jurassic Park vibes, until one of the researchers actually joked that they found the Jurassic Park raptor, and they dubbed it the Utah Raptor. So throughout the book, we are switched to the Utah Raptor's perspective. She is a female raptor who has bright, vivid red marks on her snout, and that's how she's identified. She doesn't have a name. In fact, none of the characters have a name. They're all identified by their dinosaur names. So we follow Raptor Red, as she's dubbed because of her red muzzle, and her time during the Cretaceous period. Raptor Red ends up going to the courtship dance that the raptors do and finding herself a mate. But shortly after they are mated and before they are able to produce chicks to send on their genes, her mate is killed while they are hunting after a dinosaur falls on him, trapping him in muddy water until he drowns. So Raptor Red continues on her own until she meets back up with her sister she grew up with and helps her sister raise her chicks as well as hunt for them. So Raptor Red and her pack of Utah raptors kind of remind me more of wolves because they have alphas, they have a hierarchy and a lowerarchy, and they mate for life. If they're a mated pair, they mate for life. So raptors kind of remind me of very early wolves, in a sense, like the dinosaur version of wolves. And so this book is very brutal in the fact that it does not shy away from the fact that nature is cruel and there is a food chain. And if you are weak, you are going to be at the shallow end of that food chain. There is a lot of showing how the raptors work as teams to ambush, outnumber, and outmaneuver the bigger dinosaurs that they normally hunt, because Utah raptors and raptors in general like to go after bigger prey much bigger than them. So if that teamwork falls apart, then they're not going to get anything to eat. Plus, they need to eat a lot because they have to fuel themselves and stuff like that. So we follow the Raptor Red not only getting used to being part of her sister's pack again, but trying to find a new mate after the death of her old mate. She finally finds one. He joins the pack, but his sister's kind of standoffish about him because if a new raptor mate enters a nest and they already have chicks, that new male will kill off and eat the younger chicks because he wants his genes passed on, not the genes of the father of those chicks. This book, again, does not shy away from the brutality of nature and dinosaurs in general. The dinosaurs in this are constantly being attacked or running for their lives or fighting for their life. And you get to see the struggle that the Utah raptor goes through with both struggling to keep her family alive and herself alive, as well as find a mate that will be of strong compatibility to her, because it's not raptors hunt, like the female raptors hunt and then the males do nothing. It's, if they don't work together and if they're not a strong pair, they are going to get killed or starve to death because, again, the prey they hunt is much larger. And a big focus of this book is the family aspect of it and the path aspect of it and how she struggles between her mate and her sister and her blood family, because blood is strong in the raptor groups, because sometimes you can't often trust a mate. And it's just this very interesting dynamic between Raptor Red and her family and her finding a mate. And it's really interesting. Although, as interesting as I found this, I don't see myself reading it again. If you're a huge dinosaur fan, then I guarantee you will love this book because it markets itself as what Jurassic Park would have been, as in the fact that Jurassic Park was not very factually correct when it came to dinosaurs. So it gives you a more accurate look about how the Utah raptor or the giant raptor would have been represented in history. So I think if you love dinosaurs, you will find this cool. Now the next book I'm going into is backwards. The Outsider by Stephen King. This cover always confuses me because at first I can't tell if it goes this way or this way. Now this was actually a coin flip between this or Dracula, because I was debating on reading both of them and I couldn't decide. So I just coin flipped and it ended up we're going to read this. So we'll see. Will this be the book to finally get me into Stephen King? I have no idea. Alright, hope to see you next time. Bye guys.